I'm Eddie Fury on Tailgater Sports. We're here for a press conference, and with me is the quarterback dressed for it, Brandon Patello. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself, Eddie?
Well, I think since I've last talked to you, I remember interviewing you guys last year in Morris, and it seems like you guys might have grown another inch or two. Do you think you have?
Oh, yeah. Everybody has.
Now, of course, you're going to the state finals. You lost in the state semifinals the last couple years. Third straight state semifinal. How was it like to finally host your own state semifinal?
It felt great. I mean, Deckerville's never hosted a semifinal, and I think that really helped us too, is playing on our own field.
Now, of course, your opponents, you're going to go up against Powers North Central, the defending state champions. Of course, Deckerville won their state championship in the first year, 8-player football. Do you recall that back in 2012 when you were a little tyke?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I remember it.
And Powers North Central, them, in the same boat. They won their title in their first year. Of course, the following year, Deckerville had some difficulty there. Try to get back to that point. Powers North Central obviously hasn't. What do you think? What has the coach talked to you guys about that since then? Since that bad year, and then after that, you guys recovered the last couple of years. What's the focus?
Just working hard. I mean, he's been pushing us for the past couple of years to work harder and harder. And it was my sophomore year when we went back to the state semis and lost up in Cedarville, and since then it's rise and grind, I guess. We'll put it that way.
Now, of course, the bulk of the offense was on your back a lot last year. A little bit of that has been taken off you, even though you got about 400 to 500 yards rushing. But it seems like the load has not been on your shoulders this year, hasn't it?
No, I guess I didn't feel like I ran that much last year, but Austin and Wade and Chase and Brendan, they're all great running backs, so just kind of let them run the ball. It's all. I don't have a problem with that. So,
what have you learned, and how much have you grown since last year? What have you learned about the game?
A whole lot compared to last year, and just coach has helped me out through the off season and has talked to me quite a bit about it, and that really helped. And
what is it specifically you think you needed to get better at, and that you did get better at this year compared to last year?
Reading the defense, making audibles. It came a lot more clear to me this year on reading the defense and knowing what plays should be ran to what side. And
so it's kind of like even in the NFL, you see how the quarterback kind of manages things. With the audibles, you're kind of like the coach out there. You're getting a little bit more leeway on that. The coaches are telling you, hey, if you see something, because you can read that defense, go ahead and take it.
Yep, that's basically how it is. He said, go. You've learned this stuff. I mean, you should know what it is, and it's all you make the call out there. And he said he'll tell me if I did anything or what I should do next time if it was wrong.
Last year you lost to Battle Creek St. Philip, in Battle Creek. We were there also. What is it that they did that was so effective to stop you guys last year?
We turned the ball over a lot that game, I believe 5 or 6 times, and that didn't help at all. They had some really good athletes on their team, but our turnovers did not help whatsoever.
Of course, that was something that you want to focus on and fix. You're still turning the ball over there, guys, a little bit too much. You did it against Tri-Unity Christian, but you got to clean that up, don't you? Especially at this point in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Turnovers have to be low to few to none. We can't have them, especially in this coming game.
Now, you've relied on the running, just run it, ground and pound on the ground. You haven't had to pull anything with passing game, not too much throughout the playoffs. Is there something in you guys' back pocket that we haven't seen yet that you might have to show against Powers North Central?
Oh, yeah, we always got something in our back pocket to show.
So have you seen much tape on Powers North Central yet?
Just what we were just watching earlier. So other than that, I haven't. But we'll be watching it throughout the week.
You got over that hump. You got through that. You got that win over in the state semifinals. Now you're in the finals. I know it's just Monday. You guys should start gearing up for this. But what are the coaches are telling you to stay focused on and not be overconfident about this? But what's the main job this week?
No distractions. Everybody's got to pay attention to what their assignments are, and in and out of school, I guess. So stay out of trouble in school and be at school. I mean, that's our distractions is what's going to kill us. If
your offense isn't where it's at without your offensive line, you got to give credit to that O-line there. They've been there for about some of them 3 years at least here. on that line protect you guys and get that ball up the field.
Oh yeah, our O-line, they work really hard. And in practice and in games, I give them a lot of credit. They take a beating.
Some of you guys play both sides of the ball. You're, of course, playing the secondary and sometimes linebacker if you have to out there. You had a fantastic interception. I got it on tape. You guys haven't seen it on YouTube yet, but the one-handed catch. You think you become a better defender?
Oh yeah, you got to be a better defender, especially for North Central Powers, who's a good passing team, and I mean everybody has room to get better. So
having defensive head coach Dan Brown, really you guys have been really shutting out a lot of teams. Of course, I think I'm gonna have to maybe chew them out a little bit. You gave up about 18 points in the last 2 games here. You had a couple shutouts. I think that's a little too much there, guys. By the way, 18 points is way too much there. You say you got to defend Powers North Central. What is it about their offense? Obviously, it's 5,500 plus yards, total yards. Coach Brown said something to me on Saturday, but he says, but that team hasn't seen a defense like ours yet.
No, I don't think they have. I think our defense is one of the best in the state. Just the way we work together, we all pay attention to what person we have, and then it's 8 guys to the football all the time.
Is there a motto for you guys this year? You guys say something at the end of practice, the end of a game?
No, kind of, but I don't know.
Somebody's showing their shirt over there.
Yeah, we're gonna take it to Pound Town. We got them shirts made up halfway through the season, maybe. They're just something we've always said.
Can we hear all you guys say it?
Okay, wait, do like 1, 2, 3.
All right, you guys ready? On 3.
Wait, is it all day long? We gotta take we can get to Pound Town. Yeah, but what's every Friday night. There we go.
What do you guys? All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
We gotta take it to Pound Town every Friday night. Woo!
Friday night, quarterback Brandon Patello in on defense on Thumb Tailgater Sports. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Eddie.
Welcome to the Thumb Tailgater Sports. Eddie Fury here, and with Austin Space, what seems like he's been on the team since kindergarten.
Almost.
How many years now?
4.
4 years. Practically starting lineup, right? 4 years?
Yeah, except for one game.
What happened with that game?
I was on JV, played Pack.
Well, you've been through the ups and downs here, and to get over this hump, the last 2 state semifinals, you lost in a blizzard way up north in about 3 feet of snow, from what I recall. Of course, you lost to Battle Creek St. Philip, a really good team. You got to give credit to them. They lose to Powers North Central, and the defending state champions are there. You guys are state champions. You remember that 2012 year?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I went there, and it's pretty amazing just seeing all the excitement they had and everything.
So what did you learn from last year against the loss against Battle Creek St. Philip, and how does that carry over to this year?
Turnovers. The last 2 semis we were in, we fumbled 5 times, I would believe, each time, and that just killed us basically.
And how much has your role grown since now you're a senior here? Obviously, you're one of the leaders, probably one of the captains here on the field. How much have you taken that and taken it and roll with it?
In my 4th year, I've basically known what this program's about and what to do and like the schemes that everyone has, and I just help the underclassmen or whoever needs help, basically.
You think you've learned a lot from this game? It's an 8-player game, compared to the 11-player game. Is it a lot tougher compared to the 11-player game?
Oh, it's a lot quicker, as you saw last week with Brendan Sherrard. He's a real good quarterback and really quick.
Let's go to that game. You guys, that was the key, is to disrupt the quarterback, Braden Sherrard back there. You guys feel like you were able to do that job enough?
Oh, I think with Reese and Johnny and Jimmy, we rushed the quarterback quite well and had him have hot feet all day.
You think that's a little bit of a preview of what you're probably going to face against Powers North Central?
Yeah, because they're usually in a 1-back set, and we'll bring a 4-1 defense, and we'll rush them as good as we can.
I can't recall because Wyoming Tri-Union Christian uses the spread offense out there. Has throughout the playoffs, have you seen a little bit of everything from each team you played so far?
Yep, I think they've thrown the kitchen sink at us.
And you guys learned a lot. I mean, having all that tape probably helps defensively.
Oh yes, our secondary has improved greatly.
How about you? What have you done to improve to get to this point to go to the state championship now?
Oh, mostly just getting back past like double teams and just getting lower and quicker off the ball.
If I recall, back in 2012 against Bel Air, close game there, but the old motto is defense wins championships. You believe that?
Oh yes, most definitely.
What's your favorite offense or defense?
Defense.
You like to hit people, huh?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Watch the helmet to helmet. You don't want those penalties, right?
True.
Might get away with one.
Yep.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
All right, thank you. Right now with Reese Kramer and Jonathan Ridley. How you guys doing?
Good.
Pretty well.
So, big win over Tri-Unity Christian to get to the state championship game. Hard work throughout the whole year, hasn't it?
Oh, heck yeah.
Even though the shutouts are there, is it something to you thought it was a little too easy, or you thought it was still just not plenty of hard work to get to that point?
Oh, it's always hard work, but even if it's a shutout, I always feel like it's a close game. No matter what's the score, you always got to put your heart into it and try for the best, and because you got to get better each week, like Coach says. So,
Jonathan Ridley, you had some big plays there Saturday against Tri-Unity Christian.
Yep.
Yep. Attacking the quarterback there, you really chased him down there.
Oh yeah, I like to rush him.
What have you learned from the past couple of years here being on this team?
Sometimes you just gotta slow it down and stick to your job and get stuff done.
Is that a key on defense there, right? To stick to your jobs, play your spots?
oh yeah, if everybody does their job, there ain't no way somebody's gonna score on us. So,
What's been the focus defensively? What's better defensively about this team?
that we work as one team. I think it's because majority-wise we're a great family, and together we work well together. That's all I gotta say.
Now, you got a few touchdowns yourself. Be able to get some catches here. Is that something that Powers North Central might see against you guys? Something that they're not expecting from you guys?
Oh yeah, I think we'll try to pass it some.
You guys practice that a lot during practice?
Yeah, we've been practicing it a lot.
So it's something that they haven't seen or we haven't seen yet, right?
I think we got some tricks up our sleeve. You'll enjoy it.
Okay. We're going to see it?
Yes.
Oh, so are you promising that we're going to see it?
I don't know. You have to wait and find out.
All right, who's going deer hunting this week?
I is. Okay. I am.
How about you? You deer hunt?
No.
No? You're a
Nope.
farmer?
Yep.
Yeah. You just farm. You chase them off the farm there. What do you like, bill or buck?
I hope to shoot a buck tomorrow.
Are you still going to practice?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, guys. So how many years has it been for you be on this team?
I've been on varsity since the beginning of sophomore year, so 3.
So you gotten better and better?
Yeah.
How much have you grown, you think?
Pounds-wise?
Yeah.
Probably about 30.
And height?
About an inch.
You think I could take you on an arm wrestle match?
You want to try?
Yeah, let's go. Okay, I give up. All right, good luck against Powers North Central, guys. Going to be happy to see you guys there in Greenville again. What do you think Deckerville is going to do against this team?
What we've been doing, because it's working. We might have to pull a few tricks out of the old hat, but we'll see how it goes.
Work hard there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good luck, guys.
Thank you.
All right, welcome to Tailgater Sports. Eddie Fury here, and this is the starting lineup of the Deckerville Eagles for the offensive line. We have
Wyatt Janowick,
Curtis Vogel,
Zach Asher.
Reese Kramer.
John Ridley.
So, guys, obviously, you're the anchor. You're the front of the ship here. It's been a great year, obviously, undefeated. You didn't have that Week 9 game. Let's talk about that. Is there a reason why you couldn't get a Week 9 game? I know there's a lot of rumors out there. Maybe teams didn't want to play you guys. Is that true?
We'd like to think so.
Yeah.
Of course, the main focus of the offense for your offensive line is the wing T version of 8-player football. To get that push, what is it you guys practice hard about that?
I mean, practice hard.
The coaches prepare us, and we just go out there and do it.
Emphasizing physicality and staying low.
The little basics is what gets us through, I think.
The coach is preparing us. Really.
How much preparation do you guys take throughout the week leading up to a game?
Like, how much time in hours? Well, personally, quite a few, because I go home and I watch film, I study, do some extra workouts, and I think everybody else does the same.
Compared to last year, for some of you guys where you lost that state semifinal, what did you do to improve yourself to this year?
Oh, work hard in the weight room. I mean, lifting harder, trying to get better each day, getting quicker.
Got bigger and just focus on the basics.
This is the first year for you, right? What made you come out for the team?
I mean, I guess my love to win and love for the guys.
And they needed you.
I guess,
They
yeah.
needed a big body, and you got one. Huh? The leverage. You think he has more leverage than most of you guys here? No. Who's the strongest guy here on the line? Ridley or Reese?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, you just beat me in an arm wrestling match, so all right. Who plays defensive side also? 3 of you guys. Of course, that's a big job there, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
To break that, how tough was it to break that Tri-Unity Christian line there to get to Sherrard?
Oh, it was pretty difficult. I mean, I wasn't playing up on the line this week. I was out covering on cover 4, so I give the defensive line quite a bit of credit, though.
Who's been the toughest team this year for you guys?
I'd have to say that Tri-Unity Christian team. They were pretty great. Offensively, they were really good, and defensively, they were kind of stopping us for a little bit, but we got past it.
How about you?
Oh, yeah, I'd have to agree. Tri-Unity was pretty good. They had a great quarterback, and some of the receivers had some nifty hands, so they were probably the best offense we've seen.
There you go, your offensive line. The reason why Deckerville has 2,000-plus yards maybe. I probably got to do my math, but I know it's a lot of yards. We may see some passing here. We hope to see it. Maybe see you guys in catches. We know you can catch the ball. Hopefully you guys will do it against Powers North Central. But good luck, guys. You know, it's tough to get to this point, but you're back there, so good luck, guys. Hello, sports fans. Eddie, if you're here at Tailgater Sports with the key running backs of the Deckerville Eagles, Wade Saldana.
Hello.
And Austin Fritsch.
Hello.
The leading rusher, by the way, of the Deckerville Eagles had about 266 yards, only 4 touchdowns against Tri-Unity Christian. Disappointed he didn't get his 5th one, but it was a big win, 36-6 over the Tri-Unity Christian defenders. Probably, you would say probably your biggest test there in the playoffs.
Yeah, our biggest test so far this year. We haven't played anybody that athletic or crafty, I would say, their quarterback.
And seeing that spread offense obviously is going to help against a very, very good Powers North Central Jets team.
Oh, yeah. They run a pretty similar type offense. Seeing spread really helped us, and we got to work on stuff this week on defensive backs and stuff.
Of course, it's all dependent with your 20-plus touchdowns and 1,500-plus yards on the ground there. You can't get that without this guy right here.
Oh, no. He blocks for me every play, and I give him props for that because sometimes it sucks, I know. But he goes out and hits people. I like it.
How much does it suck to make those blocks for Austin Fritsch?
Oh, it doesn't suck because if he scores, that's good because we need to win at least.
You get your touches, but sometimes that will throw off the defense, isn't it? When you get the ball there, sometimes they're not expecting it. You're the guy who goes up the gut and just moves those feet and just takes the beatings, don't you?
Oh, yeah, but it's worth it.
Having that offensive line, obviously you get that extra push. If you can get that extra yard or 2 push, and then it's up to you to make that hole for them. Is that something you guys just practice every day?
Oh, most definitely. We have to practice over and over.
Has it gotten better compared to last year?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How much do you enjoy this game?
A lot.
How about you?
I love this game.
What is it about the game?
Playing with my teammates. It's the best part, and our coaches. We're all family, and it's just really fun to come out here every day and get to play some football.
You say it's a family. You guys also obviously have fun with it, but it's serious fun, right?
Oh, yeah. We joke around, but when it comes down to it, we get down to business.
Will you guys get down to business here against Powers North Central?
Most definitely.
How did you not look too far ahead? Because obviously you got to play against, you had to play against New Haven Merritt, Weberville, and then, of course, Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian wasn't easy. How do you keep from not looking too far ahead to the state championship game? Because it's hard to get to this point.
Yeah, it was, but we worked every day in practice and got ourselves to this point, so we're hoping to get the win.
So nobody have the Mohawks yet? No Mohawk cuts? I heard that the coach is saying they're probably going to have some Mohawk cuts here.
Yeah, we might get some Mohawks for this game.
How about you?
Yep, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow or Wednesday. So
you too, Brandon?
They've
got some You need some new trims there maybe, huh?
Yeah, that's ugly.
That's
a rat on top of his head.
The Ridley girl cuts hair now, right?
I'm going to her.
Oh, okay. She's graduating, all right? She's a little too old for you guys, so. Now, you think having Wade there, I mean, obviously, it's great to have him make those holes. You like it when you get to make the holes for him?
Yeah, it's enjoyable sometimes. I like seeing him get to run the ball, get some yards. It's doesn't have to be about me every play. I like seeing him get some carries.
You like those carries and touchdowns?
Yeah, it's nice.
What's your longest touch? And I can't recall your longest touchdown.
It was about 70-some yards.
It's a good one. I think you had 85 though. What, on Saturday?
Yeah. He's got wheels. Don't worry.
Oh, he does. Okay. You know, also what I like about you is you're like the Darren Sproles of 8-player football right now. You know, Darren Sproles, he's the running back because he's the running catch running back. Those are some good fantasy points, by the way.
Yeah, I've been hearing that all season so far.
I think you were the same number too.
Yep, I am.
That's good. All right, guys. You know, of course, the focus after we're taping this on Monday. When you came in today on Monday for practice, what was the speech the coaches gave you guys?
Just mostly getting us prepared. I don't know, just really.
How much yelling is there on Monday after a week of a game from the weekend from the game?
I mean, usually Mondays are pretty laid back. It's Tuesdays, Wednesday, and Thursday that we get our butt chewed.
Do you have butterflies yet
for this game?
Yeah.
Maybe.
How about you?
Just a little bit.
All right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Wade Saldana, Austin Fritch on Tailgater Sports. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Eddie Fury on Tailgater Sports with a video interview of the Deckerville head coaches of defense, Dan Brown, and his older brother, head coach Bill Brown. How you guys doing?
Doing great, Eddie.
Good.
Well, it's been a long road to get to this point. You guys are at the state semifinals, 2 straight years, and both losses, one to Cedarville in a blizzard, if I recall, way back in the UP. Last year against Battle Creek St. Philip. Obviously, you guys got over that. You guys had a great season going undefeated up to this point so far. Big win over Tri-Unity Christian. What is it that you learned about from last year's loss to Battle Creek St. Philip to carry over to this point?
Well, I think we really got right back down to basics, Eddie. Wanted to make sure that we control the ball a little bit better. We definitely played a lot better defense than we did last year too, and I think our kids were a lot more comfortable this year playing the semifinal at home.
Offensively, of course, it's ground and pound with the Deckerville Eagles. Has that improved compared to last year? I noticed some of these kids here, I swear to God, they've grown maybe about an inch, added about 10, 20 pounds.
Well, yeah, it was they're maturing. They matured from last year. Everything's the same as last year to a certain extent, and we don't do a lot, but what we do, we're good at, and as long as we can execute and not turn the ball over, that's kind of been our recipe on offense.
Of course, that's the motto. I see it above the door here. Offense wins games, but defense wins championships. You're the defensive head coach here. Defensively, against Battle Creek St. Philip, wasn't, I guess you could say a great job by all around there. What did you learn from that loss to carry over this year?
Well, I think, obviously the team this year is a year older. Last year we started out with a special teams mistake, and they got on us early. And the funny thing is we made no adjustments at halftime. It was more or less just a talking to the kids that we come out, and I think we stopped them 5 straight times. So, I think what we learned and what I've already mentioned to the kids is not to come out and wait a half or wait a quarter or a series. We got to come out on the first play and play football, play defense like we do.
Your quarterback, Brandon Patello, said, I know what I can do offensively, but I want to be a better defensive player. Has he done that this year?
Oh, without a doubt. He's been our, a great cover guy for us. So is Fritch, and, Cole Romzik's been good too, and Wyatt Janowak. But certainly, Brandon, we give him some tough assignments, and he's definitely answered and played the run well.
Coming off that Battle Creek St. Philip game, did you get better defensively? Every time, year by year, in 8-player football, it's a hard game to defend, isn't it?
No doubt, and I think we grow every year as coaching staff. It's funny, you go to these coaching clinics, and we've been going for probably 20 years or more, and over 20 years, and you still try to get one or two things. And I certainly learned something. Each and every year. The semifinal before, I learned something about special teams that sticks with me. Last year about our preparation and about coming out of the gate and playing well. I learned that, and I think our kids, in the same aspect, they learned. Most of these kids were there. 6 of them that are playing defense this week, were there then, and I think they understand that we've got to, lesson learned. Come out from the first whistle and out hit them and get to the football.
Coach, that's what Brandon Patello, your quarterback, and defensively said. We got to punch him in the mouth here.
Well, that's what we try to do. We were doing that last week too. It's kind of our again, I'm going back to our recipe, but we want to be physical and on the offensive side of the ball too, because we got a lot of kids just going one way, and those kids coming out and being fresh and us being physical, I think, is very important, especially in a lot of these positions. The running backs and quarterbacks are playing positions where they can get hit, and sometimes you can't get to them playing spread teams. So it's an opportunity for us to impose our will, is what I tell the young men. So that's how we want to play, and we do the same thing defensively. We want to impose our will and let the rest be where it can be, and just hustle to the ball and hustle all the time.
Your quarterback, Brandon Patello, also said, I've learned how to read defense better now, able to make those audibles, such as at first the ball would go to Austin Fritch, but he saw something, and the ball went to Wade Saldana, and it worked.
People would be really surprised how many audibles there are in our game, and they're not always pass audibles, of course, but they're run audibles. You may see 20 to 25% of the game is called by Brandon at times. So that's what we teach them that. So we're going to take what the defense has given us, and if they're going to give us something that makes it easier for us to score on or get more yards on, that's what he's been taught to do, and he's a great leader, and he's a total utility player for this football team.
What is it about Powers North Central? Of course, what they did last year, they won the title in their first year. You guys did that also. But they're running in all cylinders again, still undefeated from last year. What have you seen so far on the tape this early that you got to focus on against this team?
I'll just stick on the offensive side of the ball for us. They got some good size up front, got some quick linebackers. They'll be as good as anybody we've saw in defense all year. Their safeties are Witten, their quarterback, and also their halfback, and so they're all out there playing. So they're very good athletes out there. But same philosophy. We're going to want to get after them, hold on to the ball, be physical. So that and we're going to have to run outside probably a little bit on these guys is what we'll plan on doing, I think. And then I think our play action pass, which we haven't run a lot in the last couple of weeks. They're going to see a couple versions of that also. So looking forward to that. Just doing that, I think turning the ball over and trying to keep field position during this game too is going to be very important.
With Powers North Central's offense, to quote Dennis Green, they are who we think they are, aren't they?
They're certainly talented. Quarterback, ton of experience, speed, good running back, good receivers. The key for us, I think, is to obviously try to keep eliminate the big play, try to keep him in the pocket as much as we can, and just get solid reads before the snap of the ball. And from there, though, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to just we're not making anything too complex here. I'm not a complex guy, and we're not necessarily a complex defense, but I want these young men to be in the right spot when the ball's snapped, and then their talent and their desire, their physical play takes over from there.
These guys ready?
Are we ready?
Yeah. Are these guys ready?
Are our kids ready?
Yeah.
I think our kids will be emotionally, and they will be ready. I think they will be emotionally and physically ready. And I think, I really don't think we played our best ball game. I think we came pretty close to it the other day. But as I'm
a couple fumbles that you got to clean up still. I know you've been preaching that to these kids.
That kid's good. I mean, that was good. That Sherrod kid's really good at that, and he was involved on both of those. But I really think we're going to go in there with a chip on our shoulder. There ain't nobody believing we can do it, Eddie, and our boys are going to be ready. We're going to hit them. So,
this game's made for upsets. This year's been a great. Many upsets around the world, of course, across the U.S. Jets can fly, but I think Eagles can fly higher, in my opinion.
Well, let's hope so, Eddie. But again, we're going down there to win the game. We're not in awe of them. We're not. We are. Our kids are going to be ready, and we're going to relish in the role of the underdog here. And sometimes that's a great motivator to just not our coaching staff, but to our kids. So. And we got our communities behind us 100%. I wouldn't be surprised if we filled our side. Since we are on the wayside, we're going to be in white jerseys, Eddie. So I wouldn't be surprised. We got a lot of people coming from the west side of the state and even beyond to come watch this football game. So the sport's incredible. Already been hearing it, and we'll just go out there. It's one game scenario. Yep. Anybody can have a great game or have a bad game, but we will definitely be ready mentally, that's for sure.
Well, good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie.
Yep.